We're going to be building some new ones, some new window screens. These window screens down here are small window screens that's just for the bottom window. When you open it, it protects, from insects and stuff to go in from the bottom window. But what I want, because this side of the house is facing the sun in the late afternoons and I'm getting a lot of heat in the kitchen area, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build a screen to do the total size of the window itself. So I'm going to build new screens. So I'm going to build a 4-inch screen for here. And I'm going to build, it's going to be 4 by 5 foot screens, and this is going to be 2 by 5 foot screen. When you measure in your screen, you will see that there's a lip at the top right here. You want to measure from inside here, and then you go down to the bottom, and you want to measure at the bottom lip. You want to measure at the top of that lip. So when you push it up to the top, it comes down and then it goes inside. You want to leave room with a little play for you to get no loop on the side. So you're just going to measure from your side of the window here to your side of the window here. So you take your tape and you just run your tape, and you will 22 get your measurement, and 1/4. I can do this one. On this one there, same thing. I'm going to take the measurement from the sides. This is a 4-foot wide window, but the measurement here is going to be like roughly 46.5. I might just take out the F on it to make sure that there's a little play so that it doesn't be not too tight. Like I said, you want to measure your top. You want to go inside of your groove and come down. So we have all the tools we need. We have our tape like we use to measure. We have our corners. These are what we're going to insert inside, like how I did on that one side here. And that's what's going to hold and give us our square, like our window square, so we can put our raise it. It's right here. So we're going to put our screen in. And this is, like I told you, this is special solar screens to keep the heat and the sun out. So we have our hacksaw to cut. We have our square to make sure that everything is squared up. We have a hammer just in case we need to pong it in. And this is what we're going to use to push in that rubber which holds the screen. Now we have our measurements here, and as you can see, there's a rough measurement. My first square I'm going to make is going to be 46 by 59. It's 59. It's going to be 59 long. That's how high it's going to be. Now, whatever the total of your measurement is, when you're cutting, you're going to cut less 1.5 inch. And this is because this right here of the square, it should be about 3/4 inch long. Yeah, so it's 3/4 inch. So when you add this side and the other side together, that's what gives you the 1.5 inch. So you're gonna deduct that from your measurement that you took from the window. So let's go ahead and start cutting. Here I am. I place my square on both that I'm gonna cut. Make sure measurement is correct on there, and we're gonna go ahead and start cutting. So we're gonna use our hacksaw to cut that. It's a pretty soft metal. I put my finger here just to start it up. And that's it. Yeah, that side done. So we're gonna do the same and cut a next 59 or 57.5 inch length, and then we're gonna cut the 4-footers to go across, well, the 46 and 3/8 to go across, and then we're gonna mount it up together. I'm gonna push that edge in. Simple as that. Nice and. So here we have our 2 pieces for the height of the windows cut and our angles placed inside. So now we're gonna cut, and for this window, remember our cross piece was gonna be 46 3/8, and from that we're going to deduct inch and a half, remember, for sides, and that will give us our full size of our screen. So I'm going to go ahead and use those two pieces here to cut our 4 foot, our width of the window screen. So here we are, we're going to make our cross piece. So we're going to measure, remember it's our measure was 46 3/8. So 46 3/8, and then we're going to minus 1.5. So that should bring us to right here. Let's go cut that baby. I'm really trying to give you a better cut than when you use the axle, and you can mass produce your pieces a lot quicker. So put everything together. Remember, you have to deduct an inch and a half for the squares. Remember, it might take a little bit of force to go in. So let's go this way. So there we go. We have our first side. So we're going to put that in here. Take a look at that number. So we all set. I think we have it, where we need it to be. Everything is put into place. Now check our measurement to make sure that the opening is where it's supposed to be. 46 3/8. So we're good there. Our height should be 59, and we're good at 59. So everything is pretty much very. So like I said, we're using a super solar screen, and this will help to protect from all the ray of the sun and all that heat from coming through the window. And so I'm gonna try these. It's because it's pretty thick. It reminds me of some kind of PVC. It feels like a PVC covering that I have behind my house. So we're gonna lay it down now and start putting that baby in. So we're gonna roll the screen over. Just overlapping it just enough. Just enough overlap. And then I'm gonna use my scissors. Cut it just a little longer than I need. Cut that with scissors, razor, whatever cutting instrument you use. This is like cutting a thick piece of cloth. Once tell you something. You have to get a company to come in and install that stuff for you. They will be charging you on my leg. Yeah. So I have this overlap in the middle. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to use these push pins just to hold that in place. Make sure that you have this, your metal frame. Make sure you have the metal frame push all the way in. That whole table, so you can pinhole through. The metal bar is not bending inside. If you let it bend inside, then put it on here. Okay, here we go. A little away from the edge. As far as driver. Start it. And then we're gonna get our tool and start pushing that lady in. It's as simple as that. Just use one hand to guide it in. When you reach in the corner, just use a screwdriver, a flat end screwdriver, to push it in the corner, because it's a bit. And then you start the same process again. With your hand guiding what edge it is. You want to use your hand, your left hand or your right hand, whatever it is, to guide. Guide it in. And I'm going to use the tool. It's kind of hard for the tool to get it in there. So you want to just, without cutting it, just push it in. There's some kind of like so we have that. And we're gonna use our tool to just go to the finish line. And you get to the finish line, there's no crease in there. I mean, that is just perfect, and you just cut and push it in. And everything is looking really good. I'm even surprised, and you will have no idea how much money you will save doing that yourself. Okay, so we're gonna cut off the excess material. Use a blade to do that. Cut out, so you make sure you don't cut. And there we go. Just trying to make sure that it fits properly. So let's go outside and. Okay, here we are. We're gonna try to install it. Work it. whole small ones. But there you have it. So all we're gonna do is build the two on both sides and put it in, and I will show you a few little mistakes that I made. Not really, you know, but so far everything fits like it's supposed to. Everything just fits in place nice and smooth. Some pins on the inside so that when I stretch in when I put it in my screen, it's not going to pull that inside, which happened to me on the very first one. So that will prevent that from going in, and because we don't want that to happen. Stretch. Again, we have that piece in the center. This is beautiful. Let's go try it out and see how it works. Perfect. One more to go. So here we're looking from the inside out at the difference with one side that has the solar screens installed on the window and the other side which I haven't put in yet. So you can, if you look down, right down there on right on the border right there, you can see the amount of sunlight that's been like beamed in right through the window, and you can see how much that's cut off right there. And even just putting your hand here, you can feel the heat, and here it's almost like the inside temperature of the house in there. So it really does make a big difference in shading. And I'm just going to put the final one in to complete it, and then we'll see how much cooler that the kitchen can stay, because this area is in the afternoon around 3-4 o'clock. It really get really hot in here. That's it, all three installed, and the project is done. I have to say it looked pretty impressive, pretty good. So here we are, the project is complete. Everything is in. I have to say it feels pretty good in here right now. It makes a lot of difference. I can feel the temperature actually dropped in here by about, I don't know, 7 degrees or so. I'll have to take a measurement to justify that. This is Charlie. I hope this video has helped. Subscribe.